station that will help you on today.
Yep.
Turn it up and make it really loud. And let your friends know we're on and what we're all about. Wake up St. Louis. Oh, wake up St. Louis.
Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, St. Louis.
Burning. What's going on?
Wake up, St. Louis.
Hello, everybody in Jennings, Missouri. I love you.
Can y'all actually believe Alvin made it in time?
Right, that's why he's talking so
for the
much.
opening welcome, and that's only because we came on 2 minutes late.
I think we should mute him for 30 minutes.
Right, you're right. I agree with that.
Well, he's gonna be muted anyway. Most of the show, he always is. So,
This is the gift God gave me.
hey, I want to say good morning to Erna French on this morning.
Erna Burner.
She say morning coffee, cup in hand, and she is ready. She sent us a picture this morning, and it was hilarious with her coffee in her hand and her smile on her face. Want to say good morning on our and right now. Let me see. Erna is the only one on. No, she's not the only one there. She's just the only one that's signed in over on the YouTube side. On Facebook side, I want to say good morning to Jennifer Chandler Kelly. What she say?
Oh, big
good
old
morning.
himself.
Good morning at last.
She's such a hater.
Shauna Caldwell, that's my girl. That's my home girl from the childhood days. Tyree Cooper Green. I'm sorry, Courtney, for disrespecting like that. Tyree Cooper Green. Good morning to you. That's my little sister in Kansas City. And just good morning to everybody. Hey, we got a special guest sitting in the studio. Now, let me make this announcement first. For those of you all over there on the Facebook side, we're actually streaming live video this morning on the YouTube side. So I see a lot of folk joining us already. Jennifer Kelly, wait a minute. She's on.
She probably got two things.
Yeah, because she said Uncle Chris. She see your face, Chris, on the YouTube side. And you gave away I'm talking about she gave away the surprise. Not if he's on camera, huh? But sitting in the studio with us this morning, the I Have No Doubt man himself.
Yes, sir.
Put your hands together.
Yes,
For
sir.
The one and only. Alphonse, are you ready? Cuban Gooding Jr. Senior.
Kyle, are you ready? True Spirit, are you ready?
Are you ready? Yes, we ready.
Kyle, you ready? Are you ready?
Chris
Are we ready?
Watkins.
Yeah.
Chris, what's your middle name?
Oh, how's it going, man?
What's your middle name?
Jerome.
Yes, sir. Jerome. Christopher Jerome in the house.
Jerome in the house. I say Jerome in the house.
You know,
I can't say the last one.
I've been getting a lot of grief lately about that. Kyle, you ready? Sopranos. I've been getting that a lot lately because of y'all.
Why, I wonder?
Because of y'all, man.
I wonder why. People listen to us. You know, when I found out people really listen to us for real, when it really hit me, I don't know, Don and Rob, how y'all felt yesterday. When we had that meeting yesterday and everybody at the table quoted everything. Yeah. I'm sitting there like, wait a minute. People actually listen to us? That's
and
crazy.
And some listen on the side. Like
right.
They don't show up, right.
Victor Jordan, that's my boy, all the way from, he's representing Greater Grace Church, Bishop Larry Jones. Hey, Vic, man, you let your daughter sing the Mike Lampkin morning theme show. What's up with the Wake Up St. Louis thing? That's what I want to know. Inquiring minds want to know. But good morning to you, Vic Jordan. Jennifer said she left Facebook. She kept checking both because we were late. Yeah, we were late today. You know, it's cold outside. So it took us a minute to get here. Anyway, it is 7:36 a.m. We are here, y'all, and we're going to get this show started with these kids from the St. Louis Area Fellowship. This song is written by the elder Brian Snipes, directed by the lady Tony Towns. This is Alpha and Omega right here on Wake Up St. Louis, MeTooMusic Sunday morning show. Stay tuned, stay locked. We love y'all. Hey, we on the YouTube side streaming live video. yeah. Hey, wait a minute. It's the first Sunday in the year, huh? Oh, man. That is the St. Louis Area Fellowship Youth Choir featuring, well, it wasn't featuring nobody. It sounds like it's featuring little CJ on drums.
He did play on that.
Right. That's CJ Watkins on drums. That wasn't even playing. That was before I knew Chris was coming today. We got CJ on drums and, all the boys. Everybody playing, all of that. So that's St. Louis Area Fellowship. Let me see. Chanel Lee is texting me, my niece. See if I can read and talk at the same time. She said I can't dance.
Who said that? Janisha.
Chanel.
Larkins Mankin has joined us.
I'm going to send it to you, Chanel. Text me after. Remind me, and I'm going to send it to you. Anyway, that is St. Louis Area Fellowship, y'all. Those kids. And I can dance. I really can dance. I'm going to prove it. I can dance.
I think you and Don should have a dance off.
We gonna
That's just me.
Hey, every time we play a song,
That's just me.
we going to have a dance
I think
off.
you and Don
Today,
should have
it's
a
a
dance
dance-off.
off.
I think it'll be more funny if you did it.
Nah, man. I want to see Don dance.
It's a dance off today.
And you can use some of your nephew moves, man. Like,
I don't have those moves.
And Alvin, Erna said she can't send hearts up today.
why not? What's wrong with her?
Let me see.
Because she on Facebook,
I
right?
can't send up heart. Oh, because she's on YouTube.
Oh, YouTube.
So what she did was she just put
Do
pictures of
hearts.
hearts up there. Yeah.
Right on, Ernie. We
Right.
we appreciate your heart.
We appreciate your hearts. Let me see who joined us. Tamiko Coco Berry, I see you.
What happened?
Oh, yeah. C. Dion Woody, we see you.
Larkins.
Man, I
Mankin.
promise you, man. You know what? I sat down the other day to send you those links too, Chris Butch Woody, and I'm going to send them today. Chanel ended up preaching last week, so she preached good. I couldn't text during her sermon, but I think Pop back to preaching today, so I'll text. Why? No, I'm just playing. I'll text while he's preaching. It's a joke, people. It's a joke. Good morning to the Right Reverend Greg Happy Guitar Haynes. I was looking for a guitar drop. I don't have a guitar drop here. But good morning to you. That's about the closest thing I got. Good morning to you. Anyway, y'all, this is a beautiful day. I'm extremely happy and excited to be here. It's 7:44 a.m. Today, we have a 73% chance of snow, which means it's going to snow, y'all.
And ice.
Oh, it's going to happen.
And ice, too?
Yeah,
Now,
sleep.
I heard earlier it was supposed to start early, but now I'm seeing it's going to be at 7 p.m., they say. So all those churches canceled for enough.
I'm pretty sure they sent the email, please send your ties.
Oh, they sent the link to the Givelify.
Right, yeah, I'm sure.
We may be snowed in, but our gifts.
So the high today is going to be 36. That's a beautiful thing. It's going to be above freezing. So hopefully we'll get a break from these bursting
Feel
pipes.
like 80 out there.
You're right. But the low will be 21. It's 21 now, as a matter of fact.
But it feel like it's 50. That 21 after. I walked outside. I don't need a coat.
Tell us about some church closings, Don. What we got on the list?
Well, it's a bunch. And the only one that I recognize on there is Bethesda Temple Church. They starting service at 9 o'clock now. I don't know what time they actually start, but Clayton Missionary Baptist Church, they closed. Christian Fellowship Assembly is closed. Christ Temple First Church is canceled. Trying to think, some of these Cathedral at the Crossroads in Ferguson is closed.
Larkins Mampkin. Good morning.
First Missionary Baptist Church at Kinlock, they're having service at 9 o'clock.
Good morning, Elder Tish. Y'all see how I get these good mornings in
Yeah,
between?
that's pretty.
Keep going.
That's pretty dope.
Right.
That's dope. St. Joseph Missionary Baptist Church in Hillsdale, they're closed.
Greg said Elder. Oh, Rob, your Pastor Ralph Holmes is on this morning.
Amen.
Amen.
Oh, yeah. Good morning, Pastor Ralph.
Let's see. St. Paul AME Church service. Oh, that was yesterday. They got it in yesterday. All right. So that's pretty much it. It's a bunch of churches that are closed, but I only did the ones I recognize.
Oh, yeah. Too major for you. Good morning. We got Pastor Ralph Holmes on this morning. Let's see. We got to keep up with the YouTube chat. Y'all read and comment because, Erna been fussing at us for not paying attention to the YouTube folk. That's because we've gotten used to ignoring them because Janet and Kyle, they have their own conversations. They literally have their own show over there just in the chat. So that's one of the reasons we ignore the YouTube side.
And that's interesting because Kyle was real quiet Friday.
Ain't that crazy? Kyle Cheers popped in, Janet. I don't know if you were watching. the late night Mike Lampkin. That sounds so weird to say, the late night Mike Lampkin morning show. And so Kyle popped in. No, we don't do rub yous on Sunday mornings. No rub yous on Sunday mornings. That's that Friday stuff.
Oh my God.
Wait a minute, why is Erna? Wait a minute, Erna said good morning,
she
everybody.
on both
listen.
sides, man.
Oh, she said if y'all switch to YouTube, y'all can them. Maybe she's trying to say you can see them.
And what high school you graduated from, Ernie?
Oh,
Wait. No.
I just asked the question.
now what you ain't gonna do up in here?
I just asked the question.
You can't mess with Erna.
You ain't gonna mess with
we from
Erna.
the same high school, so yeah.
What school is that?
U City.
Man, I almost
You
said
said
something really. Ooh, thank you.
I know that's a bad
Hey,
word.
What
to
year y'all
Don.
come out?
Yeah.
What year y'all come out?
Thank you, Jesus.
Erna came out 85. I came out 88.
That's the years this is in the St. Louis Post-Dispatch.
That's when Roosevelt was president, wasn't it?
No, it's in the Post-Dispatch.
Really?
Like from
Theodore
80, all the graduates from 82 to 87, they said just burn your diploma. It's no good.
Oh wow, Erna, you got to come on back.
Amber Sierra Elliott said Kyle was real quiet. He has a lot to say on the
my
YouTube
goodness.
side, but he said
He looked like he was amazed at what was actually going on.
I think he found out what really happens when we go to commercial break. Right? I think he was like, "Now this Pastor Mike is not saved in real life."
He had some of that cranberry juice.
Yeah, it was something in that juice, boy. I don't know what it was. Anyway, yeah, that's funny right there. Anyway, so yeah, like Erna said, everybody on Facebook, on the YouTube side, we are streaming live video on this morning, so you can actually see us. You can see that Rob is wearing a brand new gray sweater his wife bought him for Christmas.
This is gray.
Is that gray?
Yeah, it look great.
No, well, I am colorblind for real.
What color is it?
like green.
Greenish.
Well, I was looking at the
I love the
screen.
color, yeah.
On the screen, it looks great.
It look great to me.
It
too.
does look great.
Yeah, I'm going with. I'm just saying, it look
Yeah,
great.
because
to
there
me.
go a great coat right there. So.
Yeah, but that's a darker gray.
And Don has on his sweater that Devin bought him for Christmas. That's
And
not
the scarf.
sweater. Scarf. That's what I meant. Scarf. I looked at it and said sweater. Ernest said she giving you a whooping. She trying to help us, and you gonna dog her. That's right.
I just asked
She
what
is
high
trying to
school
help
you went
us.
to. That's all I asked.
Let me adjust this camera. Somebody talk while I adjust this camera.
Hey, check this out. So one church that's closed, y'all consider this a church? Mid-America Buddhist Association?
It's a church. It ain't
It's
a Christian church.
Christian church, right? It's a different church. Yeah.
Like, man.
And I can't believe you just said that on the Wake Up St. Louis. How you gonna get up here?
Hey,
and-
they might be listening.
Well, we gonna talk about Jesus.
Yeah, we talking about
Christ.
Jesus.
We ain't talking about no Buddha this, no Buddha that.
Watch out.
Come on, Rob. Come on, Rob. That's your cue, Rob. Come on, Rob. We talking Jesus this morning. Go on, give us that scripture while you're there.
Gotta give me a minute.
Oh, come on. We ain't giving no love to the Buddhists. Even though the Lord loves the person
That's
who
one
is a
Lord,
Buddhist. There it
one
is.
faith,
Come on, man.
and one baptism.
Right, come on,
Oh
musicians.
Lord,
We need to hire some more musicians. Be able to flow.
Come on, let's go and get that scripture. That's a perfect place for a scripture. We need our morning scripture right now.
the Bible says,
Come on now.
"Verily I say unto you, whatsoever you shall bind on earth
Walk with it. Come
shall
on,
be bound in heaven, and whatsoever
I said walk with it.
loose on earth shall be loosed in heaven. Again I say unto you,
Yes, you said
that if two of you shall agree on earth or touching anything that they shall ask, it shall be done.
Walk with it.
For them of my Father which is in heaven. And you got to get this one.
okay,
For
come
where two or three are gathered together in my name, there am I
Wait a minute,
in
whose
the
name?
midst of them.
Whose name?
Jesus. Oh, Jesus.
Whose name? Not Buddha.
Not Allah.
Yes,
Oh yeah, I felt that for real.
Thank
I
you.
feel like help coming. I feel like help coming.
Yeah.
Yes,
And with
sir.
all minds and hearts clear, we
He
would
said,
like
I
to.
am the way.
Yes, he is.
Come on now.
The truth.
And the light.
Oh yes. No man can come to the Father.
But by me.
Oh Lord.
Lift your little hand and say yes.
Oh, I got to get a yes Lord organ dropping here. The Kojic version too.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
totally need to hire some more musicians, man. They
original.
got off to a slow start there.
No, I got a little happy there. I got a little happy. I was happy.
They was probably asleep.
I got almost happy for real though.
They wake up when the hoop start.
Right.
Oh man. Hey, y'all stay tuned, stay locked. MeTooMusic, Wake Up St. Louis, MeTooMusic Sunday morning show is 7:51 a.m. Today is January the 7th, y'all. Tomorrow is Elvis' birthday, just so y'all know. And my daddy's birthday. Stay tuned, stay locked. We'll be back after we pay these bills.
Wake Up St. Louis, MeTooMusic Morning Show.
MeTooMusic is a family of artists, musicians, and singers who are committed to spreading the good news of Jesus Christ, like Christina Bell. Hi, A. Panetta.
My favorite part is love came down from heaven, and love came down to die.
Ratina. The band. Jay Grin. Cedric Shannon Reed. Babies too.
Amazing grace, how sweet it sounds that he saved like you and me.
Justin Shaw.
What the Lord has done. But when you see me praising Him, just know.
And the St. Louis Area Fellowship.
Demons tremble in the name of Jesus. Every knee shall bow. Jesus. Jesus.
All music is available at MeTooMusic.com. That's METOO music.com. MeTooMusic. Serving God together.
Sunday morning. Come on. Morning show. Hey, even though I ain't on this show, y'all wake up and listen to the St. Louis Morning Show.
For the best in St. Louis area gospel, Wake Up St. Louis.
I'll never stop loving.
MeTooMusic Morning Show.
It's time for the inspirational thought of the week.
Right here on Wake Up St. Louis MeTooMusic Morning Show.
The inspirational thought of the week, coming from my mother, Madeline Ann King, is the one who falls and gets up is so much stronger than the one who never fail. That's a good one. We fall down, but we get up. Ooh, I was on key.
For
Alvin is just a sinner.
Is that right, Rob? And the scripture said, the one who never fails. I'm stronger than you, Rob.
I'm stronger.
I'm stronger than you,
I'm
man.
wiser. I'm better. I forgot to turn the camera on.
Ooh, that was
So
that's
much
that was like a
better.
spiritual counselor layup right there. Alley-oop. Nice toss.
That's a good one, though. The one who falls and gets up
The
is
Alvin
so
who
much
falls.
stronger than the one who never fail. That's pretty good. I'm hearing something. What? Somebody got their feed on?
That me?
That would be
That's
good.
Chris Watkins.
Hey,
Yeah.
Chris done wrote all these songs.
Cuban Good and sing over
He
here.
done lived half his life in the studio. And he didn't know the plays the fool. Come on, Cuban Good and sing. He's one we lost in
There's
2000.
no exception to that rule at all.
He's the one we lost in 2017. Oh, man. How y'all going?
Kyle Cheers said Chris Watkins looking like Austin Lane Jr.
I'm not quite sure how to take that.
Oh, Kyle got a lot to say. I know, man. Didn't say a word the other night. Man.
Maybe it's time for Reggie to talk about your mama a little bit. You the man, Reggie!
Somebody said, who the cop?
We're not going to say his name. We don't want to get him in trouble
He's
with his
supposed to be out
sergeant.
there on patrol, so we ain't going to let you know who he is.
We ain't gonna say nothing,
Right.
But we will say this: do your best speeding right now.
Right. If you're right now the wrong lane, just go have your
We
way.
can have a drag race.
Hey,
down the
don't
wrong
worry
lane.
about it.
Remember the last time we said that? And we were saying that he was sitting there here, so y'all can go rob anything you want. Do you know somebody texted me right after the show and said, family, what's the one on Camp Jack on Route 3? The one they just built, Dollar General. Got robbed while we was in the show.
shut up.
Oh, man. Are you serious?
You never know who's listening.
Wow.
Yeah, the criminals apparently.
Criminals go to church.
We just found out.
But just to clear his name, is that technically Cahokia or is that Sajay?
That's Cahokia all day long. Camp Jack?
You should have just lied.
Camp Jack?
I think it's Sajay.
You knew it was Cahokia. You trying to set him up. You trying to give him a chance.
I didn't know we was using the real cities. I ain't gonna put the man on.
They got robbed while he was sitting there. That is hilarious. Hey, my Auntie Angie is on the line. Good morning, Auntie Angie. Good morning to you. He said it didn't happen. It happened. Oh, it happened. Michaela West, are you here? Say something to us if you're here. Michael Bradford. Hey, Mike, I checked out that Pastor Michael Lampkin. Let me check out your shout version track to his your praise break track to his theme song. So we're gonna be debuting that soon on the Mike Lampkin Morning Show. Greg Haynes, Happy Guitar says Chris Watkins here. He said nobody's at Westside. Dun Road. Oh. Chris skipped church and came to a live stream radio show. How smart was that? And got caught. Oh, that's funny. Anyway, man, what are we talking about today? I don't really have anything to talk about right now at this very, very moment.
And since you don't, let's talk about the surprise appreciation service for me.
And with that,
Right.
You've been muted.
we're gonna premiere some music from our calling guest.
Man, don't let him take your mic like that, man.
Hey, y'all check this out. This is Gennaro Wilson. Gennaro Wilson. As a matter of fact, this retired naval petty officer, first class Gennaro Wilson.
Who Erna calls General.
Right. And that's her cousin. Right. She calls him General Wilson. General Wilson, this is I Get Joy, the remix. He's calling in as our special guest today, along with Chris Watkins. Stay tuned, stay locked. Wake Up St. Louis.
Here we go.
there. All the people say, yeah. That is Gennaro Wilson, first class, retired Naval Petty Officer, first class Gennaro Wilson.
Hot new music now. On Wake Up St. Louis MeTooMusic Morning Show.
We're premiering some new music here. This is Leveled Up, formerly New G, St. Louis New G. This is The Best Decision.
Yeah, that's nice.
Tweety. Shout out to Tweety. She got these kids right.
Courtney Smith.
Courtney Smith, definitely. Absolutely. Courtney Smith sound like James Fortune on this. Y'all listen. Check it out.
Yeah, he does. He does. Yeah.
This is hot, though. Oh, good morning to my Auntie Debbie. I didn't see you here this morning. Good morning. Earning them dance moves were for you.
Decision
my life. That's when you changed me. Now I'm forever changed, I'm forever made whole. Sing it again, say. I put my life in your hands. You changed my plans. Now I am no longer the same. What's the best decision I've ever made?
Man, Al B. Sure sound good on that. I don't care what y'all say. Al B. Sure sound good.
Man,
that was hot.
That's super hot.
Yeah.
That is super hot. That is Leveled Up. That is Tweety, formerly known as St. Louis New G. Hey, I didn't even have no joke. I can't believe. Yeah, I know Alvin not saved. If he can joke after that, you know he's not saved.
You just got up and strolled over here dancing, man. They ain't gonna sit your turn.
So let me say this. I totally forgot the camera was on.
He was praise dancing.
Right. Yeah, that was praise dancing. That's how I praise.
While you was gyrating?
Anyway, that was, man, I really like that. Shout out to Leveled Up, Tweety. It just flows from my mouth, Tweety and New G. That's going to take some, I get used to that.
They've already branded that name, so.
Tweety and Leveled Up. That don't flow out like the way Tweety and New G.
Not yet.
Tweety and New G. Tweety and Leveled Up.
Leveled Up is nice, though.
Leveled Up. Oh, man.
Like that.
That was nice. Courtney Smith, shout out to you, bro.
Awesome, brother. Awesome, brother.
Nice.
It's time for news, information, and more right here on Wake Up St. Louis MeTooMusic Morning Show.
Yeah, we got coming up. Hey, next is Sunday the 13th? Or is that Saturday? No, that's Saturday. January 13th, 2018, you have the Dr. Martin Luther King Dream Gospel Celebration with special guests Fred Hammond and friends, featuring Candy West as host, Wes Morgan, Gennaro Wilson, whose song we just heard, I Get Joy, a few minutes ago. And y'all, somebody please help me. It says musician somebody Hughes. It's hard for me to read. Can't tell if it says SEMA or something like that. Can't really tell. General admission is $35. Pastor Michael Jones is host pastor. The Witherspoon Law Group, I guess maybe they're sponsoring it. It's going to be at Friendly Temple Baptist Church, January 13th, 2018, 6 p.m. Doors open at 5. Also, MeTooMusic Media and Performing Arts is now accepting enrollment for our winter 2018 classes. Classes begin on Tuesday, January the 16th. Rob, classes begin on Tuesday. Rob, I forgot to tell you. Classes begin on Tuesday, January the 16th.
Rob in the spirit.
Music lessons are 30-minute private lessons, and we also have media classes, 1 hour, group classes 1 day a week. Private lessons are 1 day a week as well for 30 minutes. To register, visit MeTooMusic.com/school. That's METOO music.com/school. Thanks, Elton. It's pronounced Sim, so Sim Hughes. Appreciate that. It was hard to see it on the flyer, the way they have the graphic right behind it. So you all visit their website, and it's not a school only for children. It's for everybody, adults and all. This is a great big announcement right here. We're doing a recording boot camp, MeTooMusic recording boot camp, tracking, editing, mixing, mastering, hosted by yours truly. Enhance your overall production knowledge and learn most of the secrets that the big companies don't want you to know in this 2-day camp. So we're doing a 2-day camp right here where we're going to actually go through an actual recording session. So we're going to give away some of our secrets and all of that stuff. It's going to be on Friday, February 23rd and Saturday, February the 24th. So you can, and it's going to be here at MeTooMusic City. There's a $75 registration fee. So y'all know we don't generally charge for stuff. We got to charge for this one because we got food involved. We got all this kind of stuff. And we got lights and we got gas and we got all that kind of stuff now that we got buildings. So we can't just give it away. But to register, go online to MeTooMusic.com/camp. MeTooMusic.com/camp. We'll put the flyer out there later. Or you can call 618-215-6308. We're giving away all the secrets in this 2-day camp. So y'all be sure to do that. Don't forget to check out Chrissy Ransom's Hold On Tight video. Y'all know it ain't quite so new now, but check it out anyway. Chrissy Ransom, Hold On Tight. Now, here's the first flyer of the year before Alvin interrupt me because he about to say something crazy.
No, not.
What you going to say?
The camera crooked.
I know that's what Demetrius said. But that's the only way I can get everybody in the shot on this tripod. And the camera is not, it's a webcam, so it's not on the So that's the only way to kind of fit right now.
So what that means is, Demetrius, we need you to come in and do a 6.
Not today, because Demetrius is sick. He got a cold. I don't want Demetrius nowhere near us.
We want like 6 shots, and we want you to mix it and everything. We want HD. Thanks,
oh, yeah,
Demetrius.
we sure do.
Thanks,
yeah, that's good, Al.
And we ain't got a dime. Thank you.
God bless you.
So y'all know we've been holding this contest. Who has the most flyers? Who appeared on the most flyers? So y'all stay tuned and stay locked on the Mike Lampkin Morning Show. That's coming up. We're giving away the awards for all of these. You know, we took nominations and all that for everything. So everybody knows Jesse Prather was on probably the most flyers of 2017. And here it is, the first Sunday in January. And what do we have? Lo and behold, a flyer from Jesse Prather. When all God's children get together. Sunday, February 18th, 2018 at the River's Edge. Oh, that's your church. That's Officer Jeremy's church.
When all
God's children get together.
What a time. What a time. What a time. When all God's children get together.
Here we go.
What a time. What a time.
Y'all in the wrong key.
Come on, Cuban, get us in you.
We're gonna have.
Can y'all believe some of the most talented people in St. Louis are sitting at this table and cannot get in the same key?
I was playing drums.
And your drums was out of tune. Man.
Right. Let's let the officer come sing.
Because y'all heard he's singing the choir.
I heard he's a tenor in the choir.
Yeah, we heard that.
Come on, Mr. Officer.
Lend us your tenor voice.
So when all God's children get together, it's $10 in advance, $12 at the door. Children 11 and under are free. I'll be 11 that day. First 20 people to buy tickets can bring a friend for free. Now that's new. I've never buy one get one free at a concert. Man, we have really gotten pretty slick here, huh, with this stuff. But yeah, that's gonna be February 18th. That's featuring some of everybody, y'all. There's so many people on this flyer. Oh my God. I will say Sean Brown and the boys. That's my Auntie Jewel. Jewel and Converted is on there.
Oh, it's quite
you got Sent by God, Daryl. Man, it's a lot of people. New Gospel Airs, everybody. So y'all just go check that out. Anyway, we got our caller calling in. I'm about to put you in right now, brother.
Since there's dead space, let me fill you in on the surprise appreciation service.
And joining us, since I muted you.
Thank you very much.
Minister, retired naval petty officer, first class. That's Chris Watkins singing the song. But you know what? Hold on. I got the real deal. Hold up.
Oh, say, can you see?
Oh, yeah.
By the dawn's early light,
He was weak on
what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous
we're playing the whole thing.
The ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming.
All 2 minutes. You're going to hear
And
today.
the rocket's red glare.
Yes, sir.
Another one. No, one more.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Through the night.
All right, I'll cut it. This is the one and only, y'all. Retired naval petty officer, first class, General Wilson. Welcome to the show.
Hey, man, it's Whitney Houston, then you. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis is my.
No. We muted you, Alvin.
You didn't mute it.
And we're going to mute
Testing
that mic,
one,
too.
two. I'm back.
General Wilson asked us to make sure you're not on him today. So we're going to turn Alvin's mic off for this interview. You know when artists, they send riders for things. You know, they say, I don't want any red M&Ms. I don't want, his rider was, I don't want Alvin on my interview.
That's pretty bad.
I'm still mad at Alvin right now.
For what?
It cost me a lot of money after that first production that I did.
Uh-huh.
he thought it was his concert, so he was all over the place on the bass. So we had to go back.
Classic album.
You still owe me for all them notes I played. I charged you 10 cents per note, and all I got was 32 cents. And Jesse walked away with some White Castles, courtesy of Greg. Don't get me started about who you paid and what you didn't pay. Lorenzo the one that got all the money. I ain't done yet. And James Holloway paid him. Now he a pastor. Something ain't right.
Oh my God!
Stood in front of me.
The word of the Lord has spoken.
This dude got me choking this morning. Well, like that's the interview right there. You all have the exclusive. Oh man! So we just played your song "I Get Joy" the remix a few minutes ago. Tell us about what's going on in your life these days.
Oh, a lot, man. We're doing a lot. I'm getting feedback. Is that okay?
We don't hear it on this end.
Okay, just needing it. But I got a lot going on. God is good, bro. I just got through with a sound check here at Faith Church, but we got the. I wish I was singing this at Super Bowl, but I don't know if you've seen that little clip from the San Francisco 49ers. They blessed me with.
I did see
2 Super Bowl tickets.
Oh, yeah. Nice. Oh, yeah.
Father, when I get all the balls.
Go Tom Brady.
Flight and everything. So that's God, man. So we were able to, we're going to be rolling out there to Minnesota. It's going to be freezing.
Cold. Inside.
So we're going to be there.
So let me ask you this question. So I see you sung for the NFL. I see you sung, especially the NBA. That's the one I was excited about, even though that was the night that Gordon Hayward went down, like shortly after you sang. Literally like 2-3 minutes after you sang, he went down with the Cleveland Cavaliers and the Boston Celtics opening night. I see you on Major League Baseball. Who and what organization have you not sung for that you want to go do? What sports organization?
I know who I don't want to go to. I don't want to go to Dallas.
You need to go to Pittsburgh. That's where you need to go.
Them Steelers. Yeah. Them Steelers.
No, all of them are good. I don't really have a particular one that I would like to go to. I know I have not done a Super Bowl yet. I haven't been to the White House yet. Those are pretty much the last 2 things that I would probably want to do.
Might be a while on that one.
The prophet has spoken.
Chris said he's the prophet. He said yet. That means you're going. But I don't know. Maybe you want to wait 8 years before you go to the White House. But anyway, so
that's another show.
Not 8, man.
7 years. No, they're gonna be there 3. Yeah, 3. How about 3 years?
There you go.
3 years. But so what's happening musically? So we know that what is your exact title? Your exact title out at Faith Church?
Oh, I don't have a title. I'm a volunteer, man.
Really? Not the.
Yeah, I'm not on staff.
Not the one and only. Not my retired naval petty officer, first class.
I can't do that. Even though it's family, I feel they call me a volunteer staff person because I pretty much know a lot of everything. Personal with Pastor Dave and Pastor Nicole. But we volunteer our time, man, and that's just because I have a regular job. That's the only reason.
I got you.
So I'm just Gennaro Wilson, lead worship at Earth City, Sunset, Weldon Spring, and soon to be Florissant.
Wow.
We coming out that way. West Palm Beach, Florida.
Wow.
We go down there too. So it's cool. So we do that, and we most definitely got the concert coming up.
When is that?
Excited about that.
Oh yeah, the January 13th at Friendly Temple.
Yes, sir.
Tell us about that.
Well, we have Mr. Uncle, as we call him. Fred Hammond's gonna be in the house.
Oh,
He's
yeah.
coming in town.
Boom!
West Morgan, Candy West. Do you guys know Tim Hughes?
You know what? I couldn't pronounce her name, and it wasn't until somebody just corrected me a minute ago I realized I do know who she is.
Yeah, she's gonna be MD for the house band.
Oh wow!
Is she out of Houston or out of Dallas?
Dallas.
Okay.
Yeah, she's out of Dallas. It's going to be a Friendly Temple, man. So we're excited that we got that call to open up.
Absolutely.
Praise and worship. We're going to give it everything we got and lose my voice. That's what I'm planning on doing.
You're going to make it hard for Fred, huh?
You gonna do the James Brown on him, huh?
Man, let me tell you, Mark Harris is gonna MD it, and this joker called me and said, "Hey, I got an 8-piece band for you."
Oh wow!
I said, "Oh Lord."
Oh wow! Mark Harris the third.
Yeah. Yes.
Oh yeah. What else you got coming up? So we see you got the new single. When did that drop?
That dropped the end of October.
Mm-hmm.
We have another single called "You Are." I'm kind of waiting on that and letting "I've Got Joy" sit for a minute. Actually, Jesse Prather's wrote the original for that.
He said boo.
on the last project.
And he got a Castle burger for each song he played on.
Listen, there you go again. Can you mute his mic?
Yeah, and there he is. He's been muted. You've been muted. So what's the new single that you say that'll be coming out pretty soon?
It's called "You Are."
You Are.
Actually, it's already completed, mixed, mastered. It was mastered the same time "I've Got Joy" remix was. But we just gonna let it sit for a minute. I think the end of January, beginning of February is when we'll drop it, and we'll send it your way.
Oh, that's what I'm talking about. We already got you in rotation on our 24/7 station, The Voice. We got it in this week. We already featured it this morning right here on Wake Up St. Louis. Hey, your cousin Erna is on saying, "Listen, go ahead, cuz."
That's my cousin, man. It's odd how we found out we was cousin. I'm not going to explain that, but
teach her how to pronounce your name.
that's my singing cousin.
Oh, yeah. Y'all, this is retired Naval Petty Officer General Wilson.
Oh, say, can you see?
Any last words? Anything you want to leave us with? No, he asked me to
tell you also, I just got a call yesterday. I'll be going back to Cleveland for Martin Luther King, so Martin Luther King Day.
Oh, that's next week.
So after we do the concert, I'm going to lose my voice on Saturday, regain it on Sunday, sing for the Cavs on Monday. So y'all pray for me.
Yeah. Chris, we got Chris Watkins sitting. We got Chris Watkins sitting right here with us. He's sitting in with us today. Chris, anything you wanna ask him?
Chris,
what's up, man? How's it going?
What's up, boss?
Oh, you got it. You ready? You ready? You ready? You ready?
Hey, Gennaro, are you ready? Oh man. So that is Gennaro Wilson. I'll give you one more chance for last words.
Okay, let me tell you, if you still do not have your tickets for this Saturday coming up with the Fred Hammond concert with Wes Morgan, Candy West, Tim Hughes, and yours truly, there's still some available. They are going, but let me give you a number.
Okay.
To call if you want them. Their number is 314.
314.
899.
899.
899.
6615.
6615.
Right, and Miss Ann Lockett Williams is the one that's promoting it. And it's $35 for general admission and $75 for VIP. That's meet and greet.
And the album will be outside selling bootlegs.
Go ahead, Chris. Yeah, we muted him. Go ahead, Chris.
Hey, G, one quick question on a more serious note. Have you received, I know you've spoken on it several times, any backlash from the church community in regards to, you singing the national anthem, with all the people protesting and all of that? Like I said, I know you've spoken on it several times publicly, but if you could just sort of shed a little light on that from your perspective.
Yeah, I have not gotten anything from my church family. I don't know if it's the way that I look. If you seen that flyer, I look a little mean. That's that Kenlock in me.
Oh my! Right.
No one has really approached me with that. I did the Almond Show, which is a very controversial show, and I went on and talked about, it's about the people. It's really not about that flag, man. They're more concerned with the material of the flag than they are the people. And when I went out and I served this country in the United States Navy, I served and I fought for the people, not the material of a flag. So we fought and we served for you to have an opinion. We fought and we served for you to have rights. So when they kneel, and they have done it, when they kneel in front of me, I'm okay with it. They have the right to do that. You know, so, but if would I do it? Probably not. You know, but hey, if that's what they want to do, as long as it's legal, they can do it. What's the big deal? I don't really get it.
All right.
That's good.
You know, so that's my opinion. It worked pretty good on the Alma show. He looked at me like, "Whoa!" I never looked at it from that perspective. Like quit focusing so much on the flag, because we can reproduce so many flags, but we can't reproduce people.
Absolutely,
that's true.
Absolutely, that's good. And honestly, I've never even really considered, and that's crazy, knowing him and see that he sings at all of this stuff. I never even really thought about his perspective and your view on this whole thing. Now, it would be crazy for you to sing the song and kneel at the same time. That would be.
Well, they done it.
Really?
Done that, man.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But do you think after a while, at least to me, it seemed like they made it more about Trump's response to it?
They changed it
versus what it was really originally supposed to be about.
Yeah, and the great thing about it is Kaepernick kind of talked to one of the military people, because you remember he used to sit down.
Right.
He didn't used to kneel; he used to sit down. So with that being said, he talked to one of the military servicemen, and they told me it'd probably be better if you kneel, because when there's a fallen soldier or comrade that we have, the way that we honor them is we kneel before them. So it's a little. He took it there, so he went on and started kneeling. Yeah, but they still found something. Once Trump said what he said, in retaliation, the whole thing. And if you notice, they don't really show the national anthem on television anymore when it comes to NFL.
Yeah, it's killing their ratings. That's why.
Yeah. So they smart. They just like, let's take that off there. I don't care how he looked in his uniform, that tight uniform he got on.
Hey, didn't the guy that he got that advice from? Didn't that guy get a whole bunch of backlash and death threats and stuff?
Oh yeah, he sure did. Anytime you say anything that's against popular demand or popularity, they're gonna come against you. Yeah, so but it's okay. You just speak the truth. You're gonna have enough people behind you.
Wow, that is retired Naval Petty Officer, First Class General Wilson.
Oh, say, can you see?
Oh, yeah, that's him.
But you got to get that Carl Lewis version.
Hey, man, we really, 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 really want to say thank you for joining us on this morning.
Yes, sir.
And definitely sharing your insight. And, for people who, I'm sure a lot of people, including myself, I've never even really considered that side of this whole national anthem debate and all of that. That's pretty good. So we got a lot of people commenting, a lot of people saying that was rich. Your own cousin say that was rich and good, and we see a lot of people responding to that. So we want to say thank you. Everybody be sure to get your tickets for January the 13th, the Fred Hammond concert featuring the one and only retired Naval Petty Officer, First Class General Wilson.
Oh, say, can you see?
I'm going to sing the national anthem in the middle of one of my songs.
You should. Oh, my goodness. You should. Anyway, thanks.
I'm going to call Alvin now because he still owe me my money.
Hey, I'll be there, man. I'm going to do the Carl Lewis version. Don't you worry. I'll make up for it.
All right, we're going to holler at you later. Thanks for joining us.
Hey, thanks for having me, man. And one day I'll be able to join you guys live.
Yeah, go on, skip church and come on in here.
Well, there are sometimes I fly out there on Sunday night, so I don't sing that morning, so maybe I'll come out then.
Oh, yeah. Cool.
Yeah, no skipping church. No skipping church.
All right, we'll holler at you later on.
All right, y'all take care now. God bless.
Yes, sir.
I tell you, bro.
That was the one and only Naval, the Naval Petty Officer, First Class. One more time, y'all. General Wilson.
Oh, say, can you see?
That was great. He really did share some insight, some things I never even really considered and things I never really thought of.
Yeah, anyway, I always want to know that. So.
This is, I played the wrong song. Wow. It's 8:33 a.m. First of all, for everybody out there, you already know we announced church closings this morning. Only churches we really recognize on the list. Go through them. Who were they? I thought y'all remembered.
But there's the temple.
But there's the temple.
They started at 9, right?
Yeah, they started.
Clayton Baptist.
Clayton Baptist.
What was another one? Cathedral.
First
at the
Missionary
Crossroads.
Baptist of Kinlock. Well, they're not closed. They serve at 9.
Yeah. So a lot of churches, they not really closed. They just started earlier. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, so that's that. Also, 73% chance.
Shiloh Temple Church of God in Christ is closed.
Shiloh Temple. Are you gonna say that because it's Church of God?
He just talk.
Is that the one down there off Washington and Spring?
Yes. Yeah. Well, not Spring. No.
It's not Spring. No. But that's Pastor
Sarah in Washington.
Sanders, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Right down the street from Rescue Church and Greater Bethlehem.
Yes. Yeah. Same area.
Pastor Paul.
True Gospel Miracle
Robinson.
Church is closed.
Cadillac Robinson.
Unfailing Love Christian Church service is canceled. Man.
You know what's crazy, man? One of the saddest things is when you get up and you look to see your school closed and you see all your friends' school closed, but yours is not.
And dude, Fox 1 got out every time. Whatever this Fox 1 school is, they got out every time.
That's probably a school in somebody's living room.
It had to be.
Chris, you sitting here with us today, man.
Yo.
This is the one and only, y'all, Christopher Jerome Watkins.
Oh, wow, Jerome.
The I Have No Doubt.
Turn to your neighbor. No doubt he's going to bring me up.
You kind of sound like Reggie from Nutty Professor.
Maybe it's time for Reggie to talk about your mama a little bit. You the man,
Reggie Reg, baby.
Oh, my goodness. We got Chris Watkins, y'all, in the house joining us this morning. It's good to have friends, y'all. People just stop by. We just open the doors to our buddies, to our friends, to our brothers, and Chris is here. And let's talk, Chris, about anything you want to talk about. What do you want to talk about?
What I want to talk about?
Well, when I bought this tie when I was at Walmart.
At least give me J.C. Penney, man. No, man, but everything's going good in my world. Like I said, just trying to raise these boys, man. So,
man,
you're doing a good job.
One of them is almost a man,
boy. Yeah.
So, thank you. I can't say enough. Thank you for allowing him to come over and hang out, man. I
Man,
really appreciate
please.
it.
That's nephew right there.
Oh, I told two a little joke last week. We was at the Shades concert, and I looked up there at all of the young guys playing. I mean, they were killing too. Mm-hmm. But I observed something, so I walked over doing it while they were singing the song and said, "Man, it seemed like all the light-skinned musicians coming back."
Thanks to two.
right.
The Lord said, "Be fruitful and multiply." Did you hear what I said?
Right.
Did you be fruitful and multiply?
Cut out the Bishop Ward.
No, but I mean, what you all think about these? I mean, these really young guys coming up now. I mean, the 18, 19
Hated it.
guys. Oh man,
Killing, man. They're very talented.
Very talented. Yeah, absolutely. Very talented.
They the now. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they the now.
Nah, not quite. They the almost there. They the almost now.
Yeah.
They have the potential to be the now.
Yeah,
Don't give it to them too early.
They still
Don't swell them up.
Right, they still got to go
Don't
to the
swell them
water
up. Keep them humble now.
Because let me tell you this, though. I purposely, last night, Thomas and Landon and Lathan, CJ, was CJ here last night? No, CJ wasn't here last night.
Yes, he was. Oh, no.
No, last night. They were here at the city just hanging out. And they were up there playing. I was down here working on the show. So I went upstairs like, wait a minute, hold on, let me go up here. And I go up there every now and then and pull out some of them old cards, and just let them know. Nah, y'all ain't the now yet. One day, maybe in 8 to 10. But as of now, you ain't the now yet.
But what if they all text each other while you was doing that? That card is old.
No, they probably Snapchatted and said, "What is that?"
Yeah, right.
Because they do that.
Right.
Why you do that?
Right. So, Chris, tell us how many churches you're at. You are the new Jesse Prather for 2018.
And the award goes to
Chris Jerome Watkins.
Actually, right now, believe it or not, I am officially at 2. Okay. I'm just Central and West Side. I've been helping out New Springs a little bit too.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Or at least for rehearsals.
Oh, okay.
That's all. No, but that's about it.
My buddy Herb Caldwell says, skill of the young cats is there. Still need the wisdom of the older cats. I'm thinking he giving us a nice gem. Then he going on the cut. Talking about some old like too for professionalism and a mind for ministry. But no, that's true. He makes a great point. And that's the thing. I think the skill of these younger cats
incredible
tend to leave them messed up with some other stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because they know that they're good. You know, truth is they are good, but they really do need, you know, he's right. Herb is definitely right about that. They need these older cats. Man, so I'm just gonna tell it live on the radio. So we're gonna whoop CJ. I'm just gonna let you know. Cause CJ, we saw CJ Friday night, and CJ talks to us like we his age. He like, yeah, what up, man? You good?
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It's like, boy, I will punch you in your throat.
What up? You good?
Punch. Say, boy, I take my belt off and beat your behind.
Nah, he don't talk to me like that though.
Oh no, he ain't gonna talk to me like that no more either. From now on, you gonna come to me and say, yes sir, Uncle Tim.
Right. What's up, Uncle Rob?
Right. Take that back down to ATL.
I know that's right.
They
You better leave it
each
there.
other right now. Old man, Mag.
That's all right. They Snapchat from the bills we pay.
Right.
Exactly. And we can decide to cut that off.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right.
You hear what I'm saying? You're gonna be diff for real.
Right.
Oh man, you gotta do that on camera again. That little for real.
Deep. Is you deep?
You're gonna be deep. Oh, you're deep.
But yeah, no. So that's funny, man.
No, but they all learning, man. You know, I mean,
they are
mentally, emotionally, all of that. So yeah, get them in line, man. For sure.
Absolutely. Well, that's what the uncles are for.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
That's what the uncles are for. What is Jennifer Kelly saying? She says, "Chris, I see my God, Daddy."
Oh Lord, that's all them little kids Kelly kids must be.
All of them.
Right, all of them.
Kyle and Jennifer went from 0 to man in like 3 years.
Turn to your neighbor and say they may not be finished yet.
Oh man.
Turn to your neighbor.
Man, you can't write this stuff. I mean, it's just falling today. It's just falling today.
Just falling today.
Man, we got the one and only y'all, Chris Watkins, writer of I Have No Doubt, writer of Amazing. What's the song? How's it go? Friendly Temple did it, right?
Oh yeah, God is truly
amazing. God is truly. Come on, Di. Come on, Chris, name some of your songs.
You are worthy of my praise.
Oh yeah, no one like you.
Oh yeah, there's no one like you.
Oh, you did a great job on your remake some years ago. Yeah, that was hot.
Here's my favorite part. Oh, Jesus. And no, y'all just gonna leave me hanging.
Yeah, you're in the wrong key.
Right.
Oh, I love this show. You gotta love these jerks that I call brothers. Wow. But yeah, everybody knows Chris and Kyle. Somebody earlier requested that I play a Chris and Kyle and True Spirit song, and I had to explain because Chris and Kyle signed their deal some years ago and their stuff was distributed. What happens is Facebook flags us because their stuff has a certain type of copyright. Right. It's not necessarily a certain type of copyright, but the way it's copyrighted, you know, people say copywritten, but technically it's copyrighted, right? The way it's copyrighted, we can't play it. We could do it on the YouTube side and would be okay, but on the Facebook side, we'll have to cut the feed. But since we don't have that, we do have.
Turn to your neighbor. I have no doubt.
Yeah, that's Chris Watkins with the St. Louis Area Fellowship.
Me up.
Play just a little bit of that.
Somebody open up your mouth.
I'm gonna leave it underneath. Chris, tell us, Chris, as a songwriter, walk us through your process. How? Because I love to ask songwriters this question because I notice it's different for everybody.
True.
What's your process for writing songs?
It depends. I'm very seldom sitting at a piano when I write a song. I'm always somewhere else. It could be something Alvin said, or it could be.
Not Alvin.
Remember, I feel and I'm stronger than I ever been before.
There you go. That's a song. Right. No, but pretty much comes from what I hear when I'm experiencing.
I'm sorry, Pastor Mike. Good morning, Pastor Mike. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Chris.
Pastor Mike.
Pastor Mike Lampkin.
What's up, Lampkin?
Like old Lampkin.
Morning, Sean.
Right.
Got to work on that run.
Right. We all do.
But no, yeah, it generally comes from anywhere else other than piano. You know, I try to listen to what's going on with life, you know, with me. You know, like I said, even here, you know, I listen to all y'all, you know, right here on radio, right here on TV.
So do you remember this? Do you remember what you were doing when you wrote this? Can you take us back?
This was a very frustrating song. I was having a fit. I was upset. You know, and I can't really. Well, I guess I don't have to get into it, but yeah, it was just a song of frustration. So if you sort of listen to the first part of the song, there's some things I'm going through. I can't even begin to tell you, you know, what I'm going through. You know. But I always try to end songs on a positive, you know, on a positive note. So I was shocked the song is done as well as it's done. I mean, I first taught the area fellowship, at least for the first 10 minutes. I'll never forget. They was looking at me like, what in the world is this?
I remember. Everybody was kind of like, okay, Chris.
Yeah, okay.
But after it came together, the first rehearsal, them people were, I think once when you did the initial run through, and they saw it put together. Yeah, I remember the praise break that went forth and the high praise that went forth.
Yeah, I'm a vamp guy, so you know I'll do a vamp in a heartbeat.
It connected. They saw it once we got through that vamp. They saw it. Absolutely. Tamiko Berry says on Facebook, you have to verbally or write, I do not have the rights to this song. Actually, Tamiko, you see people do that, but that actually does not work. Actually, it does not allow you to still play copyrighted music, even though you state that. We still state it, we still say it, but they still flag you. Simply because y'all have to understand, YouTube is owned by Google. Google is actually in the music business now. They have Google streaming. They have YouTube streaming. You have Google Play where they sell your records. Facebook is not in that business. So Google actually is now in the copyright publishing. They get residuals. People get checks. I get checks 4 times a year that says YouTube on it or says Google on it.
Praise the Lord.
Right. So people get paid from Google. You can't get paid from Facebook because Facebook is not in the music business. They're not a part of that conglomerate of companies who own part of our publishing and copyright now. So since they are in jeopardy of getting sued themselves for allowing copyrighted music owned by somebody else to be published on their site. So even though you type, I don't own the rights, it doesn't do anything. They still flag it anyway. Now what happens is you get sent a notification that says you've been flagged for this, blah, blah, blah. If you think this is an error, go ahead, publish this video or delete it. Smart people delete it because if you go ahead and publish it anyway, Facebook gives you so many times and then they suspend your account. Absolutely. So it doesn't quite work on Facebook. The only reason Google lets it through, like I said, is because they're in that business now. So they want you to post because every time you post, they're in the business. They get paid. They get paid and they get to pay the artist. So that's why that works that way. But, okay, so No One Like You. Where were you when you wrote that?
Believe
There's
it
no
or
one like
not, I was at a Shalom Youth Choir rehearsal. And it was a Saturday, and I forgot even what I taught. And presence of the Lord just really came in that rehearsal, and I was just flowing, and I just sang it while we were just in the presence of the Lord, and they just started repeating what I was doing, and we did it there on the spot, and they was like, "Can we sing this tomorrow?" Because that was a Saturday. I'm like, "What?" You know,
did they sing it the next day?
Actually, they did. And just swept the place.
Oh, that's right. That's when you were at Shalom,
I was
right?
at Shalom. Yeah, that was like 2008, 2009, somewhere around.
Now, it's 8:47 a.m., and I know we got to go, but I want to ask this question since Chris is here. This is going to sound like to everybody, especially who was that we were talking the other night? Pastor Mike Lampkin, Marcus Lampkin, Kyle Cheers was in the room, Amber was here. So I want to make this, I'm going to cut the music down because I want y'all to, as a matter of fact, that's what I need right here. Wait a minute. Yeah, so when I say this, I make this statement. I want y'all to hear me with all of the seriousness in my voice.
That's some powerful stuff he takes.
This is going to sound like shade. I promise y'all, there's absolutely not even an ounce of shade. This is a legitimate question I have for Chris. I want you to know, look at me in my face. This is no shade. I often think about the future, and I think about legacy that we're going to leave, right? Have you ever considered and thought about, because you and Kyle shared True Spirit and because so many songs, a lot of people may be confused really on who wrote what? I'm y'all brother, I'm y'all friend, and sometimes I get confused. Have you ever thought about the legacy, the future of, you know, the Chris Watkins catalog, and people knowing the difference. I mean, has that ever been a thought that's come up in your mind? Like, okay, Barabbas song, is that Kyle?
Yeah, it's Kyle.
You know the only reason I know that's Kyle because it has a lot of words.
He's a Malcolm Speed protege.
Absolutely,
so, yeah.
a lot of words. Kyle uses a lot of words to get his point across, and you love it when you're not having to learn the words. You know, you love it from a listener's point of view because his message he really makes it clear by using all of the words. But have you ever really thought about that?
Well, I probably a little bit indirectly. We never really started the whole Chris and Kyle True Spirit thing with the intent of being an artist or a group. It was just a means to get, Kyle and I's music out there. We never thought of branding and, okay, this is Chris and Kyle. Even though I'm really identified with that. I forget people say, hey, Chris and Kyle. Hey, how's Bishop Kelly doing?
Wow.
So that used to bother me at first because I was so concerned about being my own individual. But now it doesn't bother me at all. But obviously there's some things that God has for Kyle individually, and God has things for me and individually.
But then you all did great things together.
Yeah.
And
we still got a little bit to do. It's not quite over yet. We've been chilling for a minute. But.
And I guess in a sense, for real, when you think about it, and this is absolutely no shade or no pun intended either. I bet you Edgar and Eddie O'Neill probably had the same type of, because for real, do we know who wrote what? But look at what they did together. It was a great, yeah. It was a great.
And I probably wouldn't be at the level I am individually if it wasn't for that collaboration.
Absolutely. So that's how Rob is. He wouldn't be where he is if it wasn't for me. So say yes. That was mine, really, for real.
Rob still got his eyes closed, so I know it's
Say yes. What's that other song that I wrote off the St. Louis Area Fellowship?
That he wrote.
Jesus. That was me.
He didn't say produce, he said wrote it.
No, I wrote it. He wrote the hook. And he got the credit. I was like, man, you gone just take the copyright.
Right, I remember when we did that. What was the one song we sort of?
I'm blessed. All three of us together. Oh, that's all did.
Yeah,
all three of us together.
Everybody did a verse.
Absolutely. So yeah. No, I just
no, that wasn't shady at all.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure that my haters, Mike Lampkin, Marcus Lampkin, Kyle Cheers, didn't say that was shady.
So what was their perspective on that?
Whose perspective? No, it wasn't about that topic. They just say that I tend to throw shade. And I was like, y'all really don't know. It's not shade. I literally have legitimate questions, about stuff. So, no, that's that. Man, that's cool. What you got coming up? What's in the works, Chris?
Actually, I am going over to London in March.
What you say?
It's a True Worship Summit over there. With Kirk Franklin, Donald Lawrence, so all that.
What you say?
Big time. So,
that's what's up.
No doubt, he's gonna bring me out
from St. Louis
to London.
Oh yeah, to London.
Yeah, so I got that. Like I said, hopefully for sure we'll be finishing up the Chris and Kyle record that we did a few years ago. Like there's a couple of songs out there that I do on a regular basis that's doing really well. So just hopefully to release those. I still do a lot of workshops and all that. So like I said, a lot of stuff I don't post and all that, but but I always try to promote St. Louis music with the workshops I do. I was even telling Rob last couple workshops I've done his songs and they've overshadowed my songs. I'm like, man, I can't teach this no more.
Song, but
yeah, but it's great. I mean, great.
I appreciate that, man.
I do appreciate that.
I just want to say St. Louis. I mean, St. Louis has some outstanding writers, and
really.
I mean, you'll be surprised the church I go to and teach this stuff. What is Courtney's song is great.
Absolutely best decision.
Yeah.
He's listening to. What's up, Courtney?
Oh, yeah, awesome, Courtney.
Oh, is he?
I'll be sure.
Yeah, no, that's James Fortune. James Fortune. No, Courtney. We played your song. We premiered your song this morning. It was the best.
It was the best decision.
Don't ever let Two sing your song because he will jack it up.
No, you done made it if Two singing it.
Yeah, man, you done made it. You know what I'm saying? You done. You made it if I sing your song. No, Lord, forgive me. Let me go on and hit this one.
Father, we make all the applause.
Man, today was great. We had first class. retired Naval Petty Officer First Class Gennaro Wilson in the building.
Oh, say, can
Well,
you
he wasn't in the building. He was on the phone, but also in the building.
Turn to your neighbor.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Tell him I have.
How hard was it for you to do that for the St. Louis Area Fellowship and have to tell yourself not to say, come on, Kyle, are you ready?
You know what? Actually, believe it or not, I can tell it now. I had the flu the night of that recording.
Really?
Yeah, I mean,
you were like an hour late for that.
Yeah, my
recording,
sister
too.
was like, didn't want me to come. Like, I got to be there. So I slept all the way until it was time for me to actually literally be here.
Wow.
So it was amazing because that's when I remember calling you like about a few months later when you were doing the post on it. Said, do I need to do any
Right, you sure did.
overdubs and things? Oh no, man, you good? I'm like,
see, you never told me you had the flu, but actually, what did happen? I can tell this secret since we're going to be giving away secrets on February 23rd and 24th for our recording boot camp right here at MeTooMusic City. Visit MeTooMusic.com/camp. Since we're giving away all the secrets now, let me give away a secret now. I'm just going to go on and just be honest. When there are parts where you just loop and say, I have no doubt, there are some times your voice cracked really bad.
oh, sure.
And it's studio. I could take one and just copy it and fly it.
Yeah.
So there are many times where we're actually hearing the same. I have no doubt.
I thought I was in the spirit.
No.
Yeah, I knew that.
I was in the spirit with that finger copying and pasting.
Right.
But no, I didn't know that was the reason why.
Yeah, I was. I don't think I've been that sick like that since.
Well, look at that. You get exclusives here. Now, let me ask you this. So I watched the clip of James Harden at the free throw line, and out of habit, now he was shooting a technical free throw, so nobody else is at the line with him. So out of habit, he shoots the free throw and just goes to dap up his teammates, but nobody's there. Right. Have you ever just on a Sunday morning anything said something, Kyle, are you ready? True Spirit, are you ready? Just out of reflex, muscle memory.
In the early days.
Now he's throwing shade.
Right.
That was dude, literally, people think, man, these are legitimate questions I have. I'm serious. That is not shade at all. I promise it's not shade.
Y'all should see the look on Rob's face.
They
on
can
YouTube.
see the look on his face.
Actually, I've done that before.
See, that's a legitimate question. I knew what I was
Kyle
asking.
was nowhere around.
Whatever.
I mean, because we've done some. We've done some things. I've done some things with the group. Kyle couldn't be there, wasn't there, or whatever. A couple of Rob went with us a few times.
Here comes the shade. Now, see, I can tell you when my shade coming.
Whatever.
Y'all used to be cheating to people. No, I'm just playing. That's not. They start pulling that Hezekiah Walker stuff when he would send his wife with one part of the choir, and then he would go with the other. Man, I start seeing Kyle show up with True Spirit, and then I see Chris on the other end of town with another version of True Spirit. Y'all was getting that double.
Well, so here's the thing.
They were talented enough to do that, though.
Well, here's the thing with that real quick. So when people call us and ask us to come, so of course Craig, and Sil reach out to us, hey, can y'all do it? Hey, well, I can't do it. So they say, well, can y'all still come anyway? Because we always thought we were more than just us.
Right.
It was really almost more about the group. So if the group can go, cool. So it sort of went that way. But yeah, I could see that.
Let me fill in.
Will that version
I made
change on the unsung?
That's probably. Now I made a couple of David Ruffin appearances though, because there was a couple of times I was late. They was up singing. And I just walk in and True Spirit be like, David Ruffin.
Y'all, we talking to Chris Watkins. We got some good nuggets this morning from both Gennaro Wilson and everybody know it. By this time, you know it's coming. And we got some great nuggets from
Turn to your neighbor.
the one and only.
Tell him I have.
Oh, yeah, the one and only. Man, any last words? You know what we never did this morning? We never announced who our host were. So I'm your co-host.
What?
What are you doing?
Dumb of the day.
Blooper.
I pointed to myself and waited for myself to answer. Because I normally point to y'all and wait for y'all to answer. And I was looking at Don and threw me off. I'm one of your hosts, Levi 2K.
Don Rice.
Dr. Alva, go ahead.
Rob.
He did it.
Bye, Felicia.
The do-rag in the hat just threw me off. Rob, like I said, Woody.
What our special guest sitting in the studio?
Christopher Jerome.
Jerome in the house.
Yeah, Jerome singing in the house. Watch him out.
Man.
CJ is not a junior, by the way.
He lets us know that. We do know that.
Different real name.
He lets us know
that.
that.
He
Right.
hates that.
He has definitely let us. He let us know that for the St. Louis Area Fellowship when he came trying to put his name on the credits, and for the Chrissy Ransom record. Crystal Ransom, available now at MeTooMusic.com/Chrissy. Oh yeah, you know I gotta do my drops all the time. Which CJ played on? He played on the single to where the video is now. Hold on tight.
I'm not a junior either.
Right, you're
Me
not.
either.
Huh?
I'm not.
Oh, really? No.
Wow, you're Donald. Was your dad's middle name Martin?
Yep.
Was your dad's middle name what it was? What it is?
What it is.
Your dad's middle name ain't Lewinston.
No, Virgil.
Oh, I knew that. I knew that.
Not a junior. Okay.
I'm not a junior either.
You was a lie.
I'm a second.
Second.
Yeah, he's a second.
So you.
Hey, no, he about to mute me because I found out how you got the name too.
Tell me how you got it. See if you got the
I
right
was
answer.
heard. I was heard.
I was heard.
I was told, and then I had heard.
He said, I was heard. Hey, mute him.
I'm gonna
You don't
use
get to tell.
that.
You don't get to tell that story.
So with that being said, we're gonna leave here this morning.
Turn to your neighbor.
This is Elder Greg Happy Guitar Haynes. You're listening to Wake Up St. Louis, MeTooMusic Sunday morning.
It's the home of the independent artist.
Wake Up St. Louis, MeTooMusic Morning Show.
With your hosts, Don, Rob, Alvin, and Two. Right here at MeTooMusic.com.
MeTooMusic.com.
Wake up, St. Louis. It's the MeTooMusic Morning Show.
We leaving y'all today. Y'all come here running. We leaving y'all today with Heal Without Scars featuring Pastor Mike Lampkin and C. Dion, Chris Butch Woody, right here on Wake Up St. Louis. We love y'all. See y'all next week. Rob Woody on drums. Leave out 2 Kings on keyboards. Butch Woody on organ.
When I get all that
Yes, but you were wounded for me. Bruised. You were bruised for my iniquity. I've been hurt, abused, even misused, but I'm healed. Yes, I am. Healed without scars. That I am healed. Oh, yes, I am. Now, devil, you thought you had me while I was in my life season, and you said it was over for me. Yes, you did. But many were my afflictions. Many were my afflictions. But God delivered me, so I'm healed. Yes, sir. Come on, say it again, Pastor. With the stripes, I'm healed. And He's taking every burden and all my pain away. Oh, He's made a way of escape, and I'm healed. Yes, I am. Oh, yes, I am. With the stripes, I'm healed. Yeah. And I'm glad that He's taken it all. Oh, I'm so glad that He's taken my pain away. That's why I can say that I'm healed. I'm so glad that I don't look like what I've been through. I'm healed. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I'm glad about it. That I'm healed. With His stripes, I am healed. Said I'm healed. Do you know that you're healed? Yes, I'm healed. The Bible says that He was wounded, for my transgression, and He was bruised for my iniquity, and the chastisement of our peace was upon Him. And I'm so glad that with His stripes, I am healed. Yes, I am. So wherever you are, lift your hands and
It's Wake Up St. Louis, MeTooMusic Morning Show.
Yeah.